Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I just have a quick little mod update showcase for you guys to show off a few new things that I've added. First thing I want to show you guys just quickly here is the wood block relay. I've added that. I've added a new ceiling fan and a ceiling fan light specifically for that. I've also added three different basically offset centered lights for all the different ceiling lights, not just the brass ones, but all the different ceiling lights except for the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan light has to be, I only did the one color because it matches the color for the ceiling fan itself. But otherwise, all the other ceiling fan, or all the other lights, ceiling lights, have these offsets for east, north, and northeast, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But right now I want to show off the fan and the ceiling fan light. So first off, I want to add a wire block relay, which is going to be here and here. And then I want to put some wood blocks down. And I also want to go, hang on, let's go like this and fly a little bit. Should add two more here possibly. Now where else should I get them here? I have to go like this. I know I have to add one here. And then we'll switch back and add that one there. Okay, now we put the ceiling fan there in the middle. And now here comes the ceiling fan light. And you'll see it attaches right there. If you're having trouble trying to target the center of this ceiling, or get it like right on the ceiling fan, I find it helps if you crouch to get it on there. You can see it snapping on there right now. The other way to do it is to use a wooden frame, for example. Put it below, target the frame, and then it puts that light bang smack dab in the center. Okay. Next little step here is we'll throw down some power so we can test it all out. Now I've got two switches here, which is what I wanted the relays for down there. You just go ahead and turn that on. Now I'm going to go from this here to this relay here. I can actually go from this relay to this relay, up to the switch, from the switch up to this relay, from this relay to this switch, from this switch up to this relay, and basically this is going to be for the light, this one's going to be for the fan. So we can go like this, and this one will be for the light, and this one will be for the fan. Oops, I think I already did that one. So we head over to here, over to this one, and this one can be for the fan. So now when we turn these on, see that one's for the light, that one's for the fan. You'll hear that there's no sounds for it. I've removed the sounds for it. It's actually extremely lightweight. This is way better than using a blade trap. Blade trap won't work for this. You can't attach a light to it. It won't allow it. So yeah, those are the wood block relays. So you can't see any wires and how they work. You can actually set it up, if you set this up a little bit differently, if you say just wanted it on one switch, for example, let's just disconnect that real quick. Oops. So you go like this, we'll connect that one. Let's say we want the fan to come on at the same time as the light, and you connect the fan to the light. You'll see this little wire that drops down here, which is fine. I don't mind that, it actually looks kind of like a pull chain. Then you go ahead and you flick this on, and you'll see that we've got both of them coming on at the same time. That one does nothing. So if you attach them both to the same switch like that, and if you go straight from the fan to the light, you'll see that this little wire comes down, kind of looks like a little pull chain, and you can always toggle the light on and off manually. Basically pretend you're using the pull chain. So there's that. Just turn that off real quick. When you wrench it up, you'll get it back as a ceiling fan. The lights don't do that though. Now I want to quickly show you what happens if you try to use this. So you go like that. Let's say we want to attach the ceiling fan light to this. It won't work because it doesn't have any stability support to it. Not only that, if you were to be able to attach it, this whole thing would collapse because of the weight of this blade trap. That's just going to take too long to do that there. The next thing I want to show you guys is these lights, these dome lights, east, north, and northeast. So I do kind of need to wrench this up and get it out of here. Okay, now the next thing here is to show you guys quickly how this applies to, say, using these new lights. Now these new lights are meant for centering on top of a ceiling that is even number of blocks in either both directions or in one direction, and also depending on the orientation. Now we don't necessarily need an even number to show you guys this and how this works, but we can go like this really quick. Let's say we want to center a light on this 2x2 table. We would have to use the northeast. So you'd face northeast right there, and you'll see that if you place above right here, it will then be centered on our table, because that offsets it to the corner, the northeast corner of that block. So now from here we can go like this. Where's our turn that on? There, our light comes on. Now if we wanted to center it, say it was to say we have a dining table that has an odd number one direction and the odd numbers running east and west, and this is north and south for the even numbers. So you would go with your north centered light because it centers it to the north on that north line. So if you're looking at the compass right now, I'm facing north, and let's say I want it centered on that there, so I'll go like that, and that is now centered going north and south. And again, we can find that block here, wherever it is, and turn it on. And then the same thing applies for if the table was going in this direction, you would then use the centered east. Well, you can be looking west or whatever, but it's basically, it just tells you that that light is on the east line of that block. So there, that should be centered on the table going this way. Now I would like rotating this block does nothing. Like, it doesn't change the offset, so that's why I had to make separate different ones for each direction because of the offset. And there you can see the lights working. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess one last thing to show you guys is all the lights here. So you can see that I've got the brass dome light, this new light here, The ceiling fan light, obviously I've only used this one color because the ceiling, or the ceiling fan itself is basically a black or a dark gray, so I just kept it with one of the models. I didn't add the brass and all that other stuff. I might do that in the future. It's not that hard. But you can see all the different lights, the simple light, the warehouse ceiling light, the silver glass light, silver dome, brass. But yeah, that's all the different lights. And they all have, if they're a brass light, then they require you to use 5 brass, because that's the maximum amount of brass that you could receive from wrenching it up. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this little update. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.